Hello friends, we are here with an Andrew Hyde violin. If you follow this channel, you may have seen this one before. It was taken off the market shortly. My wife claimed it for her personal violin for a while. She has since upgraded, so it is back on the market. We have changed out the violin strings and the tailpiece. We moved from a 109 millimeter tailpiece to a 114 millimeter. We've upgraded the strings to Jaguar Evoke strings, which are long story short, they're a brand new violin string, which was more prevalent with cello players. Jaguar just came out with these. They're closer to the Eva Perazzi strings, but they don't have the 3-month shelf life. So they are meant to last, goodness, a lot longer, like a regular violin string. So anyway, you'll be the choice, you'll be the ear on that one. A little bit more about this violin. It was rescued, long story short, it was found about 40 years ago in a garage sale. Whoever bought it said there was a microphone duct taped to it. When the duct tape was peeled off, it took the varnish. They took it to a, quote, luthier who apparently sanded off the top of the violin, the varnish, the edge work, and revarnished it so it's a little bit lighter. It's lost its top edge work, unfortunately. A tiny fraction of the original varnish does exist under the fingerboard, but it has a new color. It's lost a lot of its value. So instead of an $8,000 to $12,000 violin, we're probably more in the $3,000 range. But all that said, it doesn't impact sound. So if you're looking for a single maker, which this is from the 1800s, with amazing sound, at a heck of a great value, this is your violin. So I will stop my talking. There's our intro. Here's the Andrew Hyde violin and Catherine.
So, pardon my faces during the video. I actually did not know about any of this the history of the violin, so I think my face was just very expressive during all of that. So I'm so sorry. But I just want to take a moment to just look at the details of this violin, because if you've seen our videos or if you've seen John's videos, I am always obsessed with like the little details of like how it looks, and it's just so cool. I love this little like woody part right here where it looks like it's been taken off of a tree right there. And just like all of these like wood lines in the wood, they're so pretty. They're just so gorgeous. And I love the scroll and like all these little like things up here, these little I call them the grimy bits, but grimy means something negative usually. But in this case, I find it quite positive. And oh, the tiger stripes on the back are just so pretty. Oh, I love how this one looks. It's very woodsy. It already looks very woodsy, which is in my head, I've nicknamed this violin Woody. So Woody, I think there's a different name for it, but I'm just gonna call it Woody. This instrument has a very, along with its name, it has a very woody sound. It's very beautiful and has a gorgeous ring to it. I really feel the top plate vibrating on this instrument. But it just has like this, it has like this woodsy kind of quality to it, which is so cool. I would love to take this and go play it in like the redwoods or something, just to go play it in a forest and to hear all of the wood resonating with this instrument. But yeah, it's just such a mysterious sound, having that kind of woody buzzy to it, and it's not like a bad sound. It's so fascinating and so mysterious and beautiful. thing that I found has improved so much in this instrument, I believe I played it maybe roughly a month ago, maybe more, maybe less, but let's give or take a few weeks. One thing that has greatly improved was the articulation, and articulation means in the broad sense, it means how you play a note, or the different ways to play a note. So you can play a note really short, you can play it semi-short, you can play it accented, or you can play it legato. So those are the different articulations that you can have on the instrument. And so I have found that with the adjustments that are made, these short articulations have become very clear. Before I couldn't really hear the staccatos. It was kind of like I was hearing it with like earplugs in my ears, and it was very fuzzy. But now it's like I hear each one like a tiny little like pinprick. It's very, very clear. I hear each and every individual note. So with the adjustments, the articulations have become so much more clear, which is fantastic. This instrument also has a lovely dynamic range. It's brighter, and is able to project a lot more, but also kind of retains some of that warmth, which I really account that to the kind of woodsy quality of the sound. It has that lovely warmth, but is still able to just brighten up and sing out. Love that low register. It has a very clean tone, and is very capable of a very smooth shift, which is great. Did not lose any tone while going up into the upper register of the low string. So I played Sol G, which means to shift up on the G string, and to play only on the G string. We didn't lose any tone. I didn't hear any wolf tones. So it's a great sign for a G string, because those are harder to find sometimes, to find an instrument with a good quality G string. So overall, this Brighton woodsy instrument would be such a perfect addition to your collection. And the woodsy quality, actually, I want to play one more thing for you guys. The woodsy quality kind of reminds me of kind of some more of a bluegrass vibe. So I just wanted to play a little fiddle tune for you, in case if you're a bluegrass player who's watching and is interested in this violin. Love that tone. It's like so sunsetty. I love I really love the woody sound of it. Yeah, it sounds fantastic with fiddle tunes, with classical tunes. So what a total, it's a multi-genre instrument, which I think is so cool. But yeah, here's Woody.
Awesome. Thank you, Catherine. And that's what you get with single makers. I picked up on the word that you said. It has kind of a mysterious and beautiful sound. We purchased another single maker violin, and it has another depth, or I want to just call it another dimension, that you don't get with so many violins that those single master makers do. And it's hard to explain. It's ethereal. It's just, it's something else. But this violin certainly has it. So it sounds like this one might be fit for, of course, anything beginner, intermediate, into advanced, possibly even beginner professional, but that's for you to decide. But definitely a wonderful violin at a very low price point. So I can't stress it. This is one heck of a value for somebody really focused on tone. Aesthetics, well, it is what it is. It's a rescue, and goodness, Woody is here to perform. It is a beautiful violin. So thank you all, my friends. Play on.